Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 9. Let's talk about it. So in my last video, I said how Resident Evil 6 has basically been ignored since it came out with 7 and 8, and how I thought that they're not going to remake it and how they'll probably just ignore it exists. Although I think it's very problematic to remake, and I think it's very unlikely they're going to remake it, I do think they're going to reference it in 9, because especially if Sherry is in it. This is why I'm so excited about 9 and where the story is going to go, because it's the first time we've seen Leon in the timeline since 6 properly, in a mainline game. I already said that I think the remakes are basically the new canon, which works because although the changes are there with some of the characters and little bits of the story, it still lines up with the major events. Depending how seriously you take their tongue-in-cheek references as well, 5 is also still canon because in 8, Heisenberg calls Chris a boulder-punching asshole. That's the limit of where I think the references throughout 9 are going to be to 6. They're going to nod to it, especially if Leon is talking to Sherry. They're going to maybe bring it up. Absolute best case, they do something with Jake, which would be incredible. By that I mean allude to him at the end or mention about what he's doing now and keep it vague. I think they want to try and bring him back at some point, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they don't. This is why I love all of this, because we don't know until something happens, and Capcom could do anything and have done before. In the Resident Evil franchise, they're also highly known for leaving so many open-ended storylines, like in the Revelation series and in the mainline series. I still want to know in 4 OG what Krauser was meaning by all for Umbrella's sake. So yeah, I go back on my words a little bit. I don't think they'll ignore it exists. I still think a remake is very unlikely. I'm going to go into another video about Resident Evil 6 and why I think it's problematic. Before you all have a go at me, I'm not hating on 6, it's my least favourite in the main line and it's the least Resident Evil of the lot, let's be honest. But I think it's still got a lot going for it, and I'll discuss this in my next video. What do you think about Resident Evil 9 and Resident Evil 6? And Resident Evil in general, where it's going? Because I could talk about Resident Evil all day. I've been obsessed ever since I was like 8 years old or 10 years old, whenever I played Resident Evil 2, because it came with my PS1. And I love the lore, love the story, love the characters, even when it goes absolutely batshit. But yes, talk to me about Resident Evil. Do it.